Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Terrifying Tuesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know it's an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch this bad boy for free. And if you decide, you can help support the channel and toss me a couple of bucks and help support Matt's Movie Mania. So with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a winner. It is a good one. It is technically a kind of a remake of some sorts, or a new edition, or an extended longer version. Either way, it's a movie I reviewed, Night of the Axe. I reviewed the original version, the original short version, a couple of years ago, and this one is the feature-length version of it, and it is quite a bit different. It is no longer the same story, the same cast, or any of that. It is completely different from that. So if you've seen that original Night of the Axe, you are in for a treat and are in for something new and completely different with this version of it. Now, this one came out last year in 2022. It runs at 1 hour. IMDb lists it as an hour and 1 minute, but I watched it on Tubi, and on Tubi it ran an hour. So, with all that said in mind, let's get on to it. Now, what is this movie exactly about? Well, it opens up with a fun scene with two guys, two orderlies in a mental facility walking down the hallway, and one of them, it is his first night, and the trainer or trainee, or the trainer of him is giving him a hard time and telling him about all the ins and outs of everything he has to do, a part of every night of his job that he is there. They're going room to room, and they finally get to the room of the Beast, our killer, our bad guy, our main villain of the entire movie. And the Beast is a hulking maniac who is well over 6 foot tall, and I'm guessing well over 300 pounds, because he is a very, very, very large man, with all kinds of deformities all over his face. Now, he quickly subdues both of his orderlies in his cell, and he quickly escapes, and as he is escaping, he decides he's going to kill the guard as well. So, on his way out, he has escaped, and now we fast forward to the next day, and we are met by two girls that are getting ready to have a party. And this party, they've invited a group of friends from high school to come over and have a good time. Granted, they are both a little skeptical about doing it, because they don't really socialize with people from school anymore. It's 10 years after their graduation, one of those kind of ordeals. So it's been a hot minute, and so they're very skeptical about wanting to hang out with these people. You start meeting these people left and right, and two of the guys that are going to be there at the party you meet are there. They are rolling up joints to bring to the party. One of them is kind of a goof, and it decides he's going to try to roll a joint with a piece of actual paper. In turn, he gets stopped and says, "Oh, hey, ink is poisonous, and so he whips out his vape pen and he starts vaping it, and so he gets an earful on that. So it's like, no matter what the guy does is not good enough for this friend. One of those ordeals. It kind of feels like, damn, dude, I'm just trying to have a good time. Just leave me alone. But anyways, you fast forward to that night, and our party guests are arriving. One of the guests is not a high school graduate from where they went to. She is a friend of the goofball the vaping friend, the one that tried to smoke the joint with regular paper. She is a friend of his girlfriend, and they kind of are somewhat hooking her up with the other friend in a roundabout way. They've met before, but neither one of them remember because they both were so trashed and had partied so hard that night that they don't remember a single thing, other than the girl got drunk, was flirting with the bartender, and by the end of the night was dancing on the bar. One of those ordeals. So you get to meet them, and then they get to the party, and things start going off very well, and then eventually other party goers show up. And these other party goers are nothing but a bunch of dudes, so it becomes a huge sausage fest, and they are basically doing whatever it is they feel like they want to do, no matter what the repercussions are. Now, across the street is a nice old man who is a retired old police officer who is friends with these girls, and he has been quickly subdued by our killer, which our killer has been going on a stalk and slash, standard stalk and slash ordeal the entire time. He has killed two guys in a little tunnel, which one of them was played by our director, Shawn Wright, by the way. He plays the spray painting, graffiti artist type, punk type guy that gets dispatched by our killer. But then eventually our killer shows up at the party, and the rest of the night is spent avoiding being killed by him. There are things that happen, such as a lovely hot tub sex scene, a scene where after our heroine killer kills the killer, or at least she thinks she kills the killer, goes off and takes a bit of a sleep after all of her friends have been murdered, which I thought that was kind of funny. I think sleep would be the last thing on my mind, even if I think I killed the culprit. But anyways, she wakes up the next morning and the culprit is gone, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, the whole while, we also have this other character who is a very interesting character who is hunting down our beast. And he eventually shows up at the party, and he tries to help these girls, and things go horribly awry for him. I'm not going to give away anything else for the movie because I've given away enough spoilers as is. I'm going to go ahead and bounce onto the three things that I love my movies to meet. First thing is audio. Audio gets an A+. There is never a moment in here where I never understand what is being said or what our characters are saying. It is all 100% crisp and clean, whether it be an indoor shot or an outdoor shot, in that tunnel or in the hospital. All the shots have great audio, so you never are once scratching your head or rewinding it going, what the hell did they just say? So that is definitely a huge plus for an independent film of this nature. So I give Shawn an A+ on that. Now on to dialogue. Dialogue has some very fun, interesting, funny ass dialogue in here. There's lots of comedy. There's lots of tongue-in-cheek humor. And there's also lots of cool dialogue to go along with everything else that is going on. It is written really well. There is nothing that I guess I would say that is being said by our characters that I normally wouldn't hear out of somebody's mouth. There's no weird dialogue that doesn't make sense. So it definitely, it fits 100% of the way, so it's going to get an A+ there. Now on to editing. Editing is the bread and butter and the gold of this film. I feel like it has been edited together very smoothly. Almost feels like there are no seams to make it feel like you are watching something that doesn't make sense. The editing is very, very smooth. It has a constant, good uphill, steady vibe going on for it. You never once lose anything due to the editing, such as continuity errors or weird cuts that make you lose your momentum of the film. It all 100% fits together very smooth and very well, and I am very happy that I got to see this, and I am thankful that Shawn mentioned to me that he would like me to review this. So thank you very much again, Shawn. This is a absolute home run out of the park from you. I feel like you did a very fantastic job. On to my final 1 through 5 score. I'm going to give this thing a 4 out of 5. It is almost a 4.5. I wanted it to be just a pinch longer. That's my only beef, really, honestly, and that's not even a negative. It's really just just something I would have preferred was a little bit more, but I understand that budget and time and things are limited. So it's definitely, it's a fun, perfect little Halloween horror film. I definitely recommend checking out Night of the Axe. It is over there on Tubi for free. I gave you the link in the trailer to watch that, so you can check it out. So all in all, definitely check out Night of the Axe. All right, guys. Excuse me. I'm gonna get the hell out of here because I got a coughing attack coming on. But I hope all of you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with yet another review. And Thursday and Friday I probably won't be here, but if I am, I am. If not, oh well. All right, love your faces, and as always, peace.